The new turf at Indian Stadium hosted a season opener for the first time since 1995, which also happens to be the last time an ASU team started 1-0. Would the trend continue Saturday night against Army, or would the Tribe head to Little Rock 0-1? Stick around, we'll find out. The season premiere of Tribe Talk starts now. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the season premiere edition of Tribe Talk, featuring the reigning Sun Belt Conference Coach of the Year, Steve Roberts of Arkansas State, along with the coach. I'm Brad Bobo here at Indian Stadium, where the Tribe opened the new turf at Indian Stadium in big fashion, knocking off Army 14-6. First non-conference Division I season opener at home in ASU history, and your football team made the most of it.
Well, we take a lot of pride in playing here in Indian Stadium, and I was real pleased with our performance tonight. We were very fortunate to win. Thought we played extremely well at times, and we gave Army a couple of chances at other times, but we're going to focus on the good things tonight, then tomorrow get back and start working on things that we need to get corrected. But I was real proud of our young men.
College football scene, complete with the countdown at the clock, students to run the field, the new breakaway goalpost last all of one game, and had to be pretty neat to stand back and watch that take place.
Yeah, that was awfully neat too. You know, I tell you what, our crowd did a tremendous job. Our students showed up in a big way tonight for our football team and made a difference in the game tonight for us.
One thing before we get too far into the game, I think we might have learned a lesson tonight that with the rule changes in college football, it's good to get ahead.
Yeah, it is good to get ahead because it's very difficult, and those things are so confusing because used to you had your little chart that you went by, and now with the way the clock starts after a change of possession the way it does, and even after a penalty now, which used to it wouldn't do that, so you can actually give yourself an extra 34 to 37 seconds on each possession. So we were fortunate to be in that situation tonight where we could run out the clock and play the best play in college football, and that's step back and take a knee and go hug somebody.
Fast-paced game and a lot of action. You'll see some of that as we go along. We'll also have our first player profile of the season and get you ready for the Rock Classic at War Memorial Stadium. But first, a timeout. More Tribe Talk right after this.
Clopton Clinic proudly supports ASU and serves Jonesboro and the surrounding area.
Service that comes from one of the most technologically advanced clinics in the state.
Clopton Clinic offers unparalleled services in internal medicine and family practice, as well as specialties of pulmonology, gastroenterology, and oncology.
For 40 years, we've been a leader, a supporter, and caring member of the public we serve. Clopton Clinic, serving community, serving care, serving you.
Time, they say, is the rarest of commodities, an asset more precious than gold, a gift to be cherished above all others. Prudent people share it, wise people savor it. Families wish there were more of it. At Stephens, time is the most valuable thing we offer clients. Stephens, the human side of investment banking.
Since last December, everything we've done has been pointed towards a successful night tonight. Everything we've done has been pointed towards a successful night tonight. 6 a.m. workouts, turning in homework, being ossified. Everything that you've done has pointed towards your success tonight. Tonight, man, we have an unbelievable opportunity to continue an unbeaten streak at home. With that, we also know we have an unbelievable challenge ahead of us. A challenge that we know is going to be a tremendous task, but one that's that we are very, very capable of overcoming and coming back in here happy in about 3 hours. It's going to take everything that you have. It's going to take your head. It's going to take your head. You got to bring your head out there for 60 minutes. With your head, your eyes, with your eyes, your brain, your thinking. It's going to take your head in order for you to accomplish your successful appearance tonight. It's going to take your body. You're going to have to fight through things with your body that, like 2-a-days, like 115-degree heat index, you're going to have to fight through those things that you've trained yourself to fight through by overcoming during fall camp, overcoming at 6 a.m. over in the Hypus building. So when it gets tough, make sure your head's telling your body it's time to go. And then you got to bring your heart tonight, men. You have to bring your heart. And let me tell you something about the heart, men. It's not only the strongest muscle in the body, but it can control your mind, and it can tell you to control your body, and you can transform yourself into a totally different person because of this thing called a heart. Make sure tonight that that's the key piece, that you bring your freaking heart with you, that you're ready to show them who you are and who we are. Your head, your body, and your heart. Bring it tonight, and I promise you, great things will occur tonight. I promise you, great things will occur tonight.
This is our battlefield.
You see your business, we see your potential. We all have a big picture. What's yours? Regions. That's the power of everyday confidence.
Hey, give me the dew. A hand. You wish. I hope it's all fizzy.
We take you to the new turf at Indian Stadium and pick up first quarter action. Army on its first possession, 1st and 10 from the Indian 25-yard line. David Pevedo rushes for 10 yards and a first down at the Tribe 15. 2 plays later at 2nd and 5, and Pevedo dropped for a 6-yard loss. Jamaro James with the sack. It sets up a 26-yard field goal for Austin Miller. He splits the uprights, and Army takes the lead 3-0. Next offensive possession for ASU, 2nd and 6 from the 24. Travis Hewitt complete to Patrick Higgins for 21 yards and a first down near midfield. Later in the drive, Reggie Arnold gets loose. 22-yard gain for the freshman down to the Army 18-yard line. Drive stalls, and the Tribe has to try a 33-yard field goal, but the kick by Josh Aracco is blocked. Army recovers and maintains a 3-0 lead at the end of the first quarter. Second quarter action now. We pick it up 1st and 10 Army from its own 29-yard line. Peveto goes deep. He's picked off by Dominic Williams, and the Indians take over on offense. Teams trade possessions. We pick it up now. ASU 3rd and 4 on the 32-yard line. Reggie Arnold picks up the first down, taking the pile with him for 8 yards. Tack on 15 more for a personal foul out of bounds, and the Tribe's in business. 2nd and 13 from the 47 now, and Hewitt finds David Johnson for 10 yards. He's out of bounds. Later in the drive, 2nd and 3 at the 17-yard line. What a hole for Reggie Arnold, and the freshman knows what to do with a big hole. He hits the end zone from 17 out. Araco's extra point gives ASU the first lead of the season at 7-3. Next Army possession, and a big hit by Rob Ramage. This one on the quarterback Peveto for a 5-yard loss. Later in the drive, Peveto rushed again, loses the football. Reggie Green comes away with it. Tribe has the football up 7-3, unable to do anything with it, and it's a 4-point lead at the half. Well, Coach, you took a 7-3 lead in the locker room, and that's all well and good. I had a feeling maybe as coaches, though, you knew there were some more points left on the table.
Well, there were a lot of points left on the table, but I was proud of the way our team responded. We get down early in the ball game, 3-0. But I felt like from that point forward, we really dominated the game. We just didn't have a whole lot to show for it. We were 1 for 4 in the red zone early in the first half, and had a turnover down there, had a blocked field goal, had a couple of mistakes that cost us opportunities to score, and that really hurt our football team. But we did go in with the lead 7-3, so had a lot of positive things to talk about at halftime as well, but we had to get that corrected in order for us to have a chance to win the game.
Knew you were trotting a freshman running back out there in Reggie Arnold, and you know the talent's there, but you don't know what you're going to get till you stick him out there, and he gave you 88 first half yards and really showed why they earned the name the Monster.
Well, Reginald is so tough. He's so strong. He refuses to just go down when you think you've got him wrapped up. He's going to make you tackle him to the ground, and he had several big plays tonight where maybe the hole wasn't where it needed to be or whatever occurred, and people were hitting him, and he was making people bounce off of him and continuing to run, and that really inspired our offensive football team. And then he also had some times where he had some great holes, and he hit them fast. So I was real pleased with the way he played tonight. Yeah, that big, experienced offensive line. Reggie's good, but it might not even taken Reggie to score his touchdown. There was a big old hole. Yeah, a big hole. Great play call. We happened to catch him in a look that we thought we might catch him in that particular situation, and the offensive line fullback did a tremendous job of opening up a huge hole, and all he had to do was get in it and run as hard as he can, and that's what he did for that first touchdown. Ran the Indians to a 7-3 lead that they took into the locker room. We'll look at the second half highlights, have a player profile, and set the table for Cowboys and Indians Saturday night in Little Rock after Tribe Talk continues right after this.
You see what's there. We see what's next. We all have a big picture. What's yours? Regions. That's the power of everyday confidence.
It is the essence of every agreement, the spirit behind every endeavor. It is the reaching out to make connection, the moment when bonds are forged, and the affirmation of all our affections. At Stephens, nothing is more binding than this simple gesture. Stephens, the human side of investment banking.
There's the new guy. How are you? Get everything unpacked?
Mostly.
Good.
Love this stuff.
What are you doing?
It says CRMS free, but it's really just free of calories and carbs.
That's my drink.
But I thought we're a family. That's what family does.
We are a family. That's what it says.
No. We're a family.
Okay.
Right.
So, can you just loan me $1 so I can go to the soda machine and get another one?
I don't loan money to family.
That's really bad.
This is our battlefield.
It's Army's ball to start the second half, but it's the ASU defense setting the tone. It's already 3rd and 15 for the Black Knights when Pevedo hits his receiver and dropped for a 2-yard loss. Dominique Williams there again to force a 3-and-out for the Black Knights. Indians with great field position after a big Reggie Arnold run. It's 1st and goal from the 10, and Travis Hewitt calls his own number. He gets into the end zone after a good block by Oren O'Neal, and a Rocco extra point puts the Indians up 14-3. Next Army possession near midfield, 3rd and 2 for the Black Knights, and Tony Moore is stuffed by Jamaro James, forcing another Army punt. And at the end of 3 quarters, Arkansas State leads this one 14-3. Final 15 minutes of this fast-paced game, we pick it up 4th and 1 for Army, who's forced to punt it to Dalen Walker. The freshman muffs the punt, and the Black Knights have it on their own 10-yard line and still plenty of life. But the defense forces another penalty. It's 3rd and goal now from the 19, and Ben Owens with a big rush on the quarterback forces an incomplete pass. Austin Miller comes on to kick another 36-yarder, and the Black Knights trim the lead down to 14-6. Next Army possession, 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Another big defensive play by Jamaro James as he drops the Army ball carrier for a 3-yard loss. 2 plays later, it's a game center. Pevedo picked off by Kobe McKinnon. The Indians run the best play in the book, the victory formation. The crowd rushes the field, the goalposts come down, and the Indians open the season 1-0 with a 14-6 win at home against Army. Coach, your defense came out in the second half, and boy, they flew around and set the tone for the final 30 minutes of this football game.
I can't say enough about the way our defense played tonight. Several big hits. It's going to be a highlight reel of big hits. There's no doubt. We were flying around and making plays and getting our hands on the ball when the ball was in the air several times. Several individuals really stood out and made some tremendous plays for us, but overall as a defense, we really swarmed around the football, and that was a great start to a season from a team that basically with the same personnel minus the running back ran the football on us for 300 yards last year, and we come in tonight and have a whole lot of pride about the way we play defense, and we're able to get the job done and stopping the run.
Finally, a game-breaking another opportunity to display the blazing speed of Kobe McKinnon, who darts down the sideline. He's sneaky fast, I guess.
Yeah, Kobe, he's just has a knack for being in the right place at the right time. Indian fans know that he's done that several times throughout his short career here already. I mean, he's stepped underneath passes and been able to get his hands on the ball, and he made a heck of a play there on the 3-step. They had really picked up on some things that we were doing and tried to throw the slant, and we're successful at it. Then Kobe jumps underneath at one time there late in the ball game and ends the game for us.
Muff the punt, but the defense comes back and not only make a play, but the thing, Army teams by reputation will be very disciplined, and your defense kind of rushed them into mistakes and backed them up and had to settle for 3.
Well, we came after them in that situation, and again, I thought our defensive coaches did a great job, and we were able to back them up, force even a longer field goal than it would have been if they'd have kicked it on 1st down. And that's what you ask your defense to do, is just come out and play so hard and play with that physical style that you're not going to be blocked. You're going to refuse to stay blocked if you get blocked, and we were able to make some plays there.
4th largest crowd in Indian Stadium history. Wasn't the biggest, but this was a football crowd in the sense that the people in the stands knew when they needed to be a part of the game.
Yeah, they got behind our football team, especially our defense on 3rd downs. Army had a couple of mistakes there on the snap count, and that's attributed to our crowd. They got up and changed the face of this football game with their energy.
Talk about that fast physical defense. One of those guys likes to fly around and hit people is Deverett Wade.
Yeah, Deverett, he's going to be around the football. He loves to be physical. He loves running to the football, and he loves knocking the mess out of somebody. And Deverett obviously gained a lot of valuable experience last year and just got better and better every game last year, and we're expecting that same thing from him this year.
Senior linebacker from Galveston, Texas, is the first subject of this season's playoff. A year ago at this time, there were plenty of questions being asked about ASU's linebacker corps. Not a single player had Division I experience, and fans and coaches alike were not sure what to expect. no one could have fully expected a junior college transfer from Texas would help answer all those questions.
We kind of had a chip on our shoulders because, you know, a lot of teams, there's a lot of people out there that wasn't expecting the linebacker core to be, you know, a question, you know, not to do anything on the defense. But I mean, I think, you know, everyone did a good job of rising to the occasion, you know, playing with a chip on their shoulder, every game coming out and just trying to make a statement that, hey, you know, we're a good group of linebackers for it, you know, we can play. And the same thing this year. I mean, there's a lot expected of us this year, and we just want to live up to that expectation.
Wade started all 12 games for the Sun Belt Champs and was third on the team with 87 tackles on his way to second-team All-Conference honors. Linebacker coach Kevin Corliss says it was a rare example of a junior college transfer making an immediate impact.
Deverett joined us last year from junior college, and sometimes when you get those two-year players, you have such high expectations for them of what you see on film, and then generally you don't get the same thing that first year that you expect. And Deverett was probably the exception to that rule for us. Deverett came in and was every bit the player that we anticipated him being, and really became a leader at that linebacker position.
Over the years, linebackers have developed a reputation of being tough, mean guys on and off the football field. That's not the legacy Deverett Wade says he wants to leave at ASU.
When I leave A-State, I want to be remembered as a good football player, but most importantly, I want to be remembered as a good person, you know, someone that, you know, always was, you know, did what he was asked to do, and just, you know, was just a good student athlete.
Corliss says it should be easy for Wade to get his wish.
You know, he's a good guy. I mean, he's a throwback in a lot of ways, you know. He's sort of a wild man when he gets on the field and sometimes a little out of control, but he is a good person. You know, I use this analogy with a lot of people. You know, you talk about guys and people see them out on the field, and that's the only way they know those guys, really, a lot of people. But, you know, I've got 3 young kids, and Deverett's a guy that I say, hey, Deverett, you got to take care of my kids for me. I got to go do this. I would trust Deverett with that.
Houdini. Tony, touchdown.
You see a place to get away. We see a way you can retire there. We all have a big picture. What's yours? Regions. That's the power of everyday confidence.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty. I feel pretty and witty and bright, and I pity any girl who isn't me tonight. I feel charming, oh so charming.
Drinking water makes you feel better, look better, and your whole body more beautiful.
Hey, pretty boy, the meat is running.
So to make your body happy, drink more water. Aquafina.
Since 1900, one name has become synonymous with health and caring. One hospital has evolved as a leader in all kinds of healthcare innovations. One medical staff has emerged as experts using the newest and latest technology. And only one hospital has a century-old tradition of providing Christ-like healing and compassion. All of that happens every day, every night, right here at St. Bernard's. It's our mission, and we're your hospital.
Welcome back to Tribe Talk. And Coach, before we talk about game number 2, let's talk about the next few days ahead and the week of preparation and being a 1-0 football team.
Well, certainly we're pleased to be 1-0. And I was real proud of our football team. Had some new guys out there that performed very well. I thought our quarterbacks did a really good job. They took care of the football for the most part and got us in good plays. I thought they were really on top of their game and and their audibles and their checks and adjustments at the line of scrimmage. Overall, had a lot of first ball game mistakes, but probably less than we've had in a long, long time. So I was pleased with our efforts there mentally and our focus there. But we've got a lot of things to correct this week, and hopefully we can have a great week and correct those.
You might not know the answer to this because you haven't been in a situation to bring a team back that's played a game and still has that 0 on the right side of the column. Be interested to see how your football team responds on the practice field.
Yeah, they'll respond very well. This football team has worked hard in every situation through spring football and through fall camp. They'll work hard this week to prepare for this ball game as well.
Headed to your hometown of Little Rock Saturday night at 6 o'clock. Rock Classic against Oklahoma State. These two teams played a good football game a year ago, and reason to believe that both of these teams are probably better than they were a year ago in Stillwater.
Yeah, I think both teams will be better. Their quarterback situation is a little more solidified now than it was at this time last year, and obviously had a new coaching staff, and they've got a year under their belt now in their offensive, defensive schemes. Very, very talented football team out of the Big 12, a team that got a big win in their first ball game as well. So they'll come to Little Rock expecting a victory, and we're going to have to play extremely well to have an opportunity to win that game, but we're going to prepare to go down there and give every effort that we can to win that game.
A couple of 1-0 teams meeting up at War Memorial 6 o'clock Saturday night. We want to have you join us in Little Rock for the Rock Classic, and we want to have you join us right back here next week for Tribe Talk. Until then, Coach, congratulations on a fun one, and we'll talk to you down in the Rock.
Thank you, Brad.
For the coach, Steve Roberts, and for all of us here at Indian Stadium, I'm Brad Bobo saying so long, and thanks for joining us on Tribe Talk. We'll see you next week.